Hey, I'm Shea Kelli. I'm high above the busy streets of Cairo, the capital of Egypt, the jewel of the Nile. On this episode of Shea's Rockin' World Tour, we'll learn about the technique of making papyrus and visit talented craftsmen at an alabaster factory. Thanks for the ride, Charlie Brown. Robin and I will ride camels on the Giza Plateau and get wet and wild at a beachside water park. And I'll get the chance to meet Fady Yazbek, Egypt's upbeat and positive singing sensation. We'll visit the Great Pyramids and I'll even kiss the Sphinx. So join me and my ancient camera guy Robin as we tour Egypt on this episode of Shea's Rockin' World Tour.
Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to see their face on TV. To me, this all means very little. I'll be fine here in the middle, as long as I'll be noticed by you. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be famous.
Egypt. The very name makes me think of 1,000 years of history and maybe some hot weather. Ready? Modern Egypt is loaded with contrasts. The old stands next to the new. Egypt has been called the cradle of civilization, the world's biggest outdoor museum, and the jewel of the Nile. But I guess if you've been around for this long, you've had time to be called a lot of different things. The pyramids in the Sahara are just one shade of modern Egypt. There's a lot of hot sand here, but you can also find a lot of fantastic beaches. There's some amazing resorts on the Red Sea. It's a growing tourist area and enjoying new popularity with family travelers. Egypt sits on the northern shore of Africa. The mighty Nile River flows through the country, emptying into the Mediterranean Sea, bringing life into an otherwise barren landscape.
Just a few steps away, the absolute contrast. Completely arid desert. The difference is the Nile.
Egypt's life and economy has been dependent upon the Nile since even before Robin was born. Robin, in case you didn't know, is my camera guy. He travels with me everywhere, and he always makes things tons of fun.
He's just gonna put it into Robin's pocket.
We're so mean to you, Robin. Yeah. We're here on the Giza Plateau, and that's Cairo way off in the distance. Let's go check it out. Our tour guide in Egypt is Hesham, and he's just amazing. His love of the country and deep knowledge of its history are reveled by his passion. Plus, he says he looks like a pharaoh. It's already unbearably hot, so we thought we'd get Robin a burnous to keep the sun off. Now he's a true Egyptian. It really looks hot, but apparently it's actually cool. But it's hard to believe. These guys know what they're doing.
Queen of the desert.
This headgear has worked for them for a long time.
Let's go find a camel.
But is there gonna be one big enough for Rob?
So you put your left foot here. Go all the way up.
Riding a camel out here with the pyramids, I feel like I've traveled back in time.
See, we prepared a big saddle for him, huh?
Some things never change. It looks like Robin prefers his cowboy hat. Thanks for the ride, Charlie Brown. I'm just so excited to show you the main event. Whenever anybody thinks about Egypt, they think about the pyramids. Now, there are a lot of pyramids in Egypt, but I'm standing in front of the greatest one of them all, Cheops. Cheops' tomb is known as the Great Pyramid. It is one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. The tallest of the 3 Giza pyramids was the tallest man-made structure on Earth for 43 centuries.
The pharaohs were looking for eternity. They believed that after that, death will be resurrection. So the pyramid is not simply the tomb. The pyramid was the house of eternity of the pharaoh.
We're just about to go inside the pyramid, but we can't shoot in there because it's a little bit dark. But I'll tell you all about it when I get back. We'll look back in time, meet some of the locals, and go back to school when Shea's Rockin' World Tour returns after this. Well, we just got out of the pyramid, and it was an amazing experience. It was a little bit dark and a little bit hot and sweaty, but we went down a corridor and then up a corridor, and we ended up in the burial chamber. But the hallways were so small, it was a little bit easier for me than for Robin, but it was unbelievable. We were just walking where pharaohs were walking. That's amazing. We're on the sleeper train to Aswan. It's 12 hours, so I think I'm going to be going to bed soon. Hi, I'm Shea.
Oh, welcome.
Thank
welcome
you.
to the train.
Thank you.
I am Ravi.
Oh, great. Our conductor, Ravi, probably one of the friendliest people I've ever met, transformed my compartment, and I looked forward to a little bit of shut-eye. Wow, it's like a little bedroom all of a sudden. I better get to bed.
Yo, good.
Thanks.
Good night.
Bye.
You're welcome. Good night.
This is so peaceful. I'm traveling by trains through Egypt, and I'm being rocked to sleep by the motion of the train. The next morning, we arrived in Aswan. Perfume making in Egypt dates all the way back to 4000 BC.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Shea Kelli.
My name is Aladdin.
In ancient times, perfume was only worn by the most elite Egyptians. The perfume they make here is extremely concentrated. And it smells really good. Which means just a few drops mixed with pure alcohol will make a whole bottle of perfume. Now I'm gonna smell good for a very long time. I couldn't wait to board our ship for a cruise up the Nile. I felt a little like Cleopatra. Is this the Nile? Lots and lots of ships bring tourists along this ancient highway for an incredible journey through the past. We'll travel to several different ports along the Nile and visit ancient temples and cities. This is a beautiful ship, and with this heat, I'm liking the look of the swimming pool. We're going to be living here for 3 days. It's pretty awesome. We're going to visit a nearby Nubian village. I really have no idea what to expect, but we'll find out together. Let's go check it out. Thank you.
This is the typical sailboat since ancient times in Egypt. It's called the feluke, and it has one big sail so that they could sail also upstream.
This is the start of the Sahara Desert. It stretches all the way to the Atlantic Ocean.
The Nubian people are the inhabitants of South Egypt. We are going to one of these several Nubian villages that are around Aswan. You'll see the real life.
This is actually quite a substantial village. That was fun. There are lots of houses, and it looks like there's a soccer field right there.
I'll be taking you
Great.
here and I'll treat you like an Egyptian student. And teach you some Arabic.
Okay. Ready.
These are called the Arabic numbers. Okay? On the other hand, we use the Persian numbers. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. The O is the 5.
Okay, Hashem, this is pretty complicated. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to remember all of this.
The V upside down is the 8. The 9 is the same. And the point is the 0.
Interesting.
Just study your homework and then we'll make a test.
Just outside, they're building some classrooms, and they're using the traditional method.
That some old houses are still made in mud brick. People here, though the village seems simple and primitive, but everybody has electricity. Everybody has TV at home, and some people even have satellite dish. They have their simple way of life, but with some luxury. Below here, it's a small mosque where Muslim people do their prayers 5 times a day.
Oh, wow.
So let's go, Shea, and visit a house from the inside.
Oh,
and
wow.
see how do they live.
That will be awesome.
This house has the original, the building material. This
Oh, yeah.
is mud brick. The house has always a central court so that fresh air comes in, and all the rooms are situated around this court.
Hashem said he had a present for Robin.
Something special for Robin.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing about crocodiles. They seem all asleep and just wait for the right moment to jump on you. This is a small one. Yes, you can touch it. You can touch it.
Does it have
No,
teeth?
It has small teeth.
Small teeth or not, I think I'll stick to learning the Rababa. Who would have thought I'd sound this good with just one lesson? We met one of the village kids, Fatima, and she showed me around the market where they make and sell their products. Do you go to school here? How old? Yeah, how old are you? We had a bit of a language barrier, but that didn't stop us from enjoying each other's company. Fatima made me feel really welcome in her village.
Assalamu alaikum. Bye bye.
Bye. It's great to be back out on the water. It probably sounds like I'm going on about it, but I've never been this hot before. It's going away. After I broke the motor, maybe it's appropriate that we switch back to more traditional methods of propelling the boat. I'm sorry. There you go, Robin. But hurry up. We're gonna be late.
Everybody wants to be famous.
While we were in Cairo, we stopped into a papyrus factory, where artists create beautiful papyrus artwork inspired by Egypt's fascinating legends and history. The papyrus plant was considered sacred because of its triangular shape, which signifies eternity.
How do you find it?
It's strong.
Very strong?
Yeah.
And also very flexible.
Papyrus has been known in Egypt for 5,000 years, and the papyrus paper is still made in the very same way. The incredibly tough fibers are smashed with a hammer, squished with a roller, woven together, and then pressed between some fabric that absorbs the water. The result is a paper so durable that there are examples in the museum in Cairo that date back to the time of the pharaohs. The ancient designs are carefully protected by the government, but you can get your name in hieroglyphics. Thank you so much.
Enjoyed your time with you.
It's really great. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Here on the west bank of Luxor, we're at an alabaster factory. This is where artists use traditional methods to make alabaster vases like the ones found in King Tut's tomb.
Big difference between handmade very light, machine made very heavy.
Oh yeah, it's an eye-opener when you see the variety of stones that they work with here. It's so smooth on your fingers and it glows in the dark. So, I like that. It's awesome. Everything is handcrafted the same way it's been done for a millennium. We're just on a horse carriage ride on our way to the temple of Edfu. I'm not very good at steering things.
The first one's really good.
The temple city of Edfu was abandoned after the Pharaonic era. The temples have survived centuries of disuse, followed by Bedouin occupation and finally plundering by invaders. But they remain in remarkable condition considering.
Just look. We went through all this place called the Mamisi, the birthplace, the sacred birthplace.
Cool. I know it may seem a little crazy to be running when it's 50 degrees. I think I'm gonna faint.
Boy, it's great and interesting to be inside these temples, but I have to admit, it's great to get out of the sun.
I like the shade.
Love the shade.
I like standing here like the pharaoh underneath the protection of the god. This is the beautiful temple of Edfu. See how big it is. Okay. This temple, as all the other temples, the first thing they built was the innermost part, the heart of it, the sanctuary. Then they made one addition after the other. Everything was decorated, and as there are still some traces, everything here was colored.
Wow.
Shall we go in and see?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All in all, this temple was built in about 180 years.
Wow. It's very overwhelming to think of, for all of those years, all of those people working on this thing, handmade. The carvings here have lost their colors now, but the artwork is still amazing. Consider too that all the work was done by sunlight reflected into the temple with mirrors.
Would you have liked to be a pharaoh in those times? Yeah, huh? Yeah. Me too.
Our next stop is the Meridian Pyramids in Cairo, where we're going to interview musician Fady Yazbek. Should be easy enough to find. It's got a couple of landmarks. I'm here today with one of Egypt's most popular singers, Fady Yazbek. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for you having me. Thank you. You're welcome in Egypt.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about you. Do you write your own songs?
Not all my songs. Sometimes yeah, sometimes no.
What are your songs about?
About love, about comic, about Egypt, my country.
Do you have any songs in English?
No, not yet. English language is international. Everybody can understand. Maybe. Next step.
Your latest song, Ala Azab, means the sweetest suffering in love. Fady's first single features the theme of his wacky home life. His wife leaves because she catches him chatting on the internet. And his daughter does everything in her power to put her parents back together. But it seems that all she can think of is to make her dad crazy. I really love your music. Where do we buy your CDs?
You can find my website www.fadyyazbek.net. You can find all my video clips, all my tapes, my CDs, everything.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. It was really great.
Oh, thank you for coming to Egypt.
The nightlife in Egypt is just as colorful as the people. There are artists everywhere, and the proud Arab culture is a feast for the eyes as well as the ears. I got to celebrate my birthday surrounded by belly dancers and whirling dervishes. How cool is that? There's just so much to see. It's all a blur of vibrant color.
This is the Great Sphinx of Giza, okay, the biggest of all the sphinxes in Egypt. Though it might seem small compared to the pyramids, but the head has a height of about 20 meters and it has an overall length of about 72 meters. The Sphinx represented the rising sun god. That's why the Sphinx is oriented towards east, so that it holds the rising sun every day, the symbol of birth and resurrection. Okay? This Sphinx, very particular because this was a small mountain, a small hill, and the Sphinx was cut out of this mountain. So it's one block.
Unfortunately, it suffered erosion and the effects of pollution. That's why lately restorations are being made to bring it back to its original look. The Sphinx is missing its eyes, the nose, and the beard. The eyes were lost, and it's believed that the nose and the beard may have been knocked off by a cannonball when Napoleon came to Egypt to battle many years ago.
You see, they are making excavations, they're digging. From the recent excavations, you can see that here there was a small port, a small marina, where the ships bearing the stones for the pyramid, or bearing the offerings, or bearing the mummy of the pharaoh came up till here.
It's amazing that the ancient Egyptians could sail boatloads of stone up to here. There's not a drop of water for miles.
The ships came up till this point.
The funeral of the pharaoh went through this causeway. Then they put him inside the pyramid. Wow. Legend has it that if you kiss the Sphinx, he grants you a wish. The Sphinx! Oh my gosh. It's right there. Can you guess what I wished for? Everywhere you go, there's never enough time, and the wonders of the world are even more spectacular in person than I ever dreamed. In Hurghada, they have the perfect combination of great weather, crystal clear sea, and lots of fun things to do. So let's go hit the water slides.
Hey, wait for me!
I will say it's crazy hot here in Egypt more than a couple times, so it's great to take an afternoon to cool off and have some fun. It's not like we aren't going to be working at all. You want to save Titanic Water Park is a huge wet oasis in the middle of scorching sand. Robin's a little bit close to the weight limit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Shea's Rockin' World Tour. Are you hot, Robin? Yeah.
This is fantastic. You can't take a little heat? Come on, big guy.
It's really hot. So hot in Egypt. Honestly, I'm like sizzling.
Stop. Very, very difficult. Change your pay.
Hashem is in jeans. He's in jeans.